Here we go, guys. A 1967 Chevy Impala 327, power steering, power brakes. Supposed to be taking it down the road, pointing out flaws so you know what you get before you get here. Detailed pictures are at maplemotors.com. Financing and shipping is available on all of our rides. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. I do this every day, guys. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Before I take off, we'll look around the interior. Place those bets. Do you think the horn works on this one? Across the dash, looks okay. Aftermarket gauges below. Tach. Here you can show you the mileage. Hard to stand by mileage in a 67 model. Seat, not bad. Back seat. Package tray looks a little crusty. Panel there is missing. Headliner, it's really not too bad. Little spot there though. Start it up. Engine temperature's on its way up. Exhaust sounds incredible. Tach is not working on this one. Wipers. Yeah, wipers aren't working. Okay. Turn signals blinking there. Also on this side. Clock's not ticking either. Gas gauge halfway up. Blower motor. It does work. We'll have to see if those heater hoses are hooked up. I actually didn't look at that. Radio wise, I don't know, man. Doesn't look like we got one, does it? L ashtray is empty. Horn? God, that is loud. It must be facing me. Alright, I gotta get this hood shut down. We'll take off. Alright. Got my seat belt on. Engine temperature's up. Oil pressure's at 30. Here's reverse. Drive. Power steering feels pretty good. Brakes. A little stiff on them brakes. They're stopping though. Wait on some of this traffic to flow through. It's at the end of the day. We're looking at what? 4:25. So I'm gonna try to get all this done before 5 o'clock. That way I can put the video together for you. It usually takes about 30-45 minutes to get all this done. Okay, looks like we're good to go here. Sounds like a monster. Throttle response is good. Getting into brakes, they pull to the right a little bit, but then they stop. As far as the kick down goes, it's not hooked up. You'll have to manually shift down. Those brakes, a little bit of a right pull there, and then it stops. It just does it initially and then it goes away. Steering, that's good. I mean, it's turning there and there. Going this way, going back this way. Tight steering. Speedometer is not working at all. It's not coming up. It's not showing me anything. We're going straight as an arrow as far as the front end. So it's not pulling left or right. Only when I hit those brakes. Well, that time it went that way. I think the brakes are getting better. People are probably like, what's going on with this guy? Be alright. Car sounds awesome. I want to get some undercarriage shots, light everything up so you can see what it looks like underneath. If you haven't already, look below in the description. There's a lot of useful information down there, including what I use to make these videos. Nice little dip here in the parking lot. Kind of get an eye on deal and suspension, which is pretty good. Oil pressure sitting around 25 to 30 right there in the middle. Engine temperature is low. I mean, we're looking at like 150. Outside shots coming up. Zooming around, and I noticed I already fixed it, but this hose on the power steering pump came off. You can see it's got little hose clamps right there, and if it didn't dump all the power steering fluid out all over this fender here. So when we get back, I got to fill that back up because right now it's not working. A little oily down there, but that just happened. I still got to get the undercarriage shots, and well, it's hooked back up. Let's just keep this drive rolling. Okay, well, my power steering hose came off, and it was just a hose clamp that was loose, but darn it, if I didn't lose power steering because of it, it'll work. I just got to get the fluid back in it. So we're gonna head back to the lot now, go get some fluid and do picking out the flaws. Yeah, I went to turn around up there. I made like 2 or 3 passes, and when I turned it all the way, I heard a little boom noise and no power steering. I was like, what's going on? I got out, and it was leaking out of that hose, and it was just a loose hose clamp, which is unfortunate. But I tightened all of them I could see. Bit of a pull still when you hit the brakes. The initial hitting of the brakes pulls you to the left now. Was pulling to the right. Could have been a little dust on the right at first, and now it's just back on the left. So oh, four-wheeler out there in the street. car sounds awesome going down the road. Little bump in the road right here. Not bad at all. Getting in those brakes hard. See, it's still pulling to the left, but then it just stops. Goes straight, so it's just when you initially hit them. Pulling back into the car lot, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit subscribe, share. I'll be back picking out the flaws up next. I'm here to pick out the flaws, guys. Just made it back to the car lot. Detailed photos, maplemotors.com, along with financing and shipping. And of course, every Monday, we put out new rides. Let's go ahead and get started here. The keys and the ignition there. Put around your front end. Chrome looks okay. Little spots there. Little pitting on your front bumper. Pitting on your headlights. Coming down this side. Got a spot right here. It's some damage around that fender. Little scuffs. Some there. See Bondo here at the bottom. Little rust bubble. Little bubbles there. Edge of that door. Got some Bondo there in the back. Some cracked. Little bubble. Crack here. Also there. Little bubbles in the back here. Back your midsection. Scratch. Little pitting on top here. Little scuff. Light little scuffs on top of this fender here. Little bubbles in the windshield. Scratches on the front windshield there. Dents in the trim. Little bubbles up top too. Looking around your window here, you got pitting on your chrome. Your seal there is older. Pitting on the chrome on the outside here. The weather stripping is gone and needs to be replaced. Tinted windows, been tinted a while. They got bubbles all in them too. You can see how it's cut short up in the top. Needs to be redone. I just rip it off. I don't like tinting on old school. Trim is missing on this side, on the back windshield. Rust around the trim. The roof line on this one looks alright. Package tray definitely eat up. Needs to be redone. Coming up on the trunk here, the back bumper. They upgraded the exhaust tips and put new bumpers. Well, at some point put new bumpers, but there's little spots showing up on it already. It still looks newer than the car. Pitting on your tail lights, cracks in your tail lights. Weather stripping on this one is older as well. You've got rust right here around the trunk lid. Some popping up there on the inside too. Center of it looks okay. Looks like a big old hole over here somebody tried to patch with. I don't know what in the world that is. Foam? Spray foam? Bet that's what that is. Sure is. Some spray foam over there too. Package tray is solid. Good. Okay. Coming down with your trunk lid. Shut it harder. And it's shut now. Little chip in the corner there. Coming down this side, lower portion. Little rust in the back here. Little rust in the corner here. Chips. Some up in the front too. Chips. Back your midsection. Try to get my shadow out of here. Little chip there. Inside of the passenger side of the car looks pretty good. Little chip. And it's not too bad. Wiper's a little low there. They didn't work anyways. Overspray. Front windshield's got some scratches on it on this side too. Old glass. Rust up top by your trim. Again, the roof is not bad. It's just around the trim areas. The trim in the back right here has got a little rust too. Passenger windows tinted up, clean glass. Pitting on your vent window. The seal looks okay. Weather stripping's gone. Let's go ahead and check out the interior, get her started up, and listen to the motor. Door panel on this one, armrest is faded. Door panel looks good. Somebody took care of it. Little spot there. Weather stripping around. It's older, but it's okay. A little rust around the edge there. Bottom of your door. Always check the bottoms of your doors. Your jams. Chips there. Carpet's all right. A little weak here, a little rip. The seat's got some tears in it. Little tape. Patch actually matches. That's cool. Seat's not connected in the back. They put more of those patches here in the back seat. So that back seat was damaged and they patched it up. Go ahead and start this one. looks all right. I made a little bit of a mess there with the power steering fluid. Like I said, that hose right here came loose on me and made a little bit of a mess down there. Some oil. I got to refill that still. We'll shut the hood. See how it lines up. Got a few dings in the hazy trim up front. Rust on the hood, center. I do appreciate you watching. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, share this video. That helps me out quite a bit. There's detailed pictures, financing, shipping on our website at maplemotors.com, and that's updated every Monday with new rides. All right, guys, I'm gonna get locked up here. It's time to go home for the weekend. Y'all have a good one.